it goes without saying that nobody does stunts like you.
Thank you.
Nobody does. Tom, you know other actors, your name is now pulling a Tom Cruise.
Is it really?
Yes, that's what it is. When they pull a Tom Cruise, somebody does a death-defying stunt or somebody does something that's just out of this world.
Minutes to door knock.
I wondered, is there ever an easy day on mission? Like, do you ever?
No, because I'm producing these films. Mission was the first film I ever produced, so it's constantly, look, some of these things take years, and it's decades of actually work that we apply that, you know, into the next and the next and the next, and kind of knowledge that we've accumulated, and we're creating knowledge actually when we're doing these things. So there is no easy day. We're producing it, and it's training, it's pacing, it's, you know, I try to structure certain stunts or certain things in a time frame where I can rest or recover, but
all gas.
But
no
it doesn't
brakes.
work that way. It's like we're full throttle. It is full throttle. And let me tell you,
gotcha.
there were days on that aerial sequence, like when it rained. I'm like, oh my God.
What we gonna do
Oh my
here?
God, it's rained. Good. I can't get on that wing today. I mean, I'd be like, I'd wake up and be like, okay, now I get a day to like let my body recover.
Sure.
I'm not sucking fumes, you know, and lead and dealing with that. It was brutal. I mean, it was incredible. It was exhilarating. The wind is hitting you so hard you can't breathe. I mean, if you've ever stuck your head out going 140 miles an hour in a car, it hits you. I had
100%.
to even figure out how to breathe on the wing.
Well, when people see this, what you're talking about, it's going to blow them away. I mean, you've got this. We saw little snippets of this kind of in the trailer. We saw the underwater sequences.
We're just giving you a taste.
Yes.
That's all we're doing.
So that's when you do that and the exhilaration of that, do you come up thinking, okay, these are the most outrageous stunts that I've done. This is it.
Every time.
Yeah.
Every time we're doing it, and also there's even little things that we do that's just the technical aspects, the amount of preparation, the amount. Yeah, we're going through it, and how do we come up with these things, and then how do we shoot it? How do we do it? How do we imbue it with emotion and story? And yeah, every time we're going through it, going, this is outrageous, and this is, you know, and what you're kind of focused, we're going through it, and then it's times like you're just in it and you're just trying to get the shots. And,
Sure.
And we're also discovering what we can do and what we can't do. So, you know, I fly aerobatic airplanes, I fly jets, I fly helicopters, I parachute, and I'm, you know, training all the time, and I'm an expert diver, a master diver, and so all of these things, we're constantly pushing that technology and to a point where how do we make it cinematic? How do we engage the audience? How is this part of our story? So that's what we're doing, and we're in it, and then sometimes we'll stand back and be like, wow, look what happened, look what we did.
You really are the Buster Keaton of this generation. I mean, 100% you are. And I wonder if you...
There's our fathers of, you know, storytelling.
Yeah, but I wonder when you think about that, and all that you were just saying is like, I'm trying to get the shot, I'm thinking about all these things. Do you ever get the chance and sit back and think about the legacy that you have created in this genre that you're doing? And do you accept that title of action movie icon? Do you?
Here's the thing, it's really, I remember, like, I was that kid who wrote my goals down of what I wanted to do, of what I wanted my life to be. I literally wrote it down. I was like, this is what I want to do. I want to, you know, and I remember being 4 years old and laying in bed and going, I want to make movies. I want to travel the world. And it's funny how it kind of comes back to it. I remember being 17 years old, and I even earlier, I'd have my goals on the wall of things, and kind of look at what do I need to learn, what do I need to do. And when I started out, I didn't, you know, sometimes I'd tell a couple of people my dreams and stuff, and sometimes it was too much for people to have. Sure. They just didn't understand it and they invalidated it or whatever. So I just was like, okay, it's okay. I'm not gonna say it anymore, but I know the dreams that I have. And I'm just gonna, and it was, you know, when I got on the first set of Taps and I'm studying, I just started studying every department. And I didn't know whether I was gonna be able to make another movie again. I dreamed of it and I knew this was, the door had opened, and things happened so fast. A year later, I'm in a starring movie. I'm starring in Risky Business. Yes. And then 2 years later, I'm making Top Gun and I'm on the set with Paul Newman. And so these things that I was just very focused on learning and learning and learning. I still am focused on learning. And I dreamed of being here at this time, you know, I'm gonna be 63 and I'm going, that was my dream. I literally was like, I wanna do this the rest of my life. Please, I will never take it for granted. It is a privilege, and I know it is, and I feel that way.
Thinking about that too, an almost 63-year-old Tom Cruise, one of the standout lines in the movie was, our lives are the sum of our choices, right? And when you think about that and you reflect on that, is there a moment in your life that stands out for you that maybe even defines this journey?
I think there's moments that define this journey, and there's moments of being willing to, you know, when I was laying there in Taps and I was trying to absorb everything in the movie, and suddenly my life, my dreams, that you know, this is who I am. You know, for me, it's stories and cinema and the potential to be able to travel the world and engage in different cultures and meet different people and learn about life and humanity. Like, those things are all my goals. Since I was a kid, I was always looking at movies. I'd be like, what are those people thinking? Do they feel the same way I do? Like, wouldn't it be amazing to work there and shoot that and, you know, and make a film there or climb that mountain? Or, so there's so many moments, and I was laying there on Taps and I just was like, I realized, like, I don't know what I don't know, and it's okay. I just said, I remember just laying there, I was like, I started laughing. I was like, yeah, you just gotta relax.
But those are the smartest people in the room. When you know what you don't know.
I'm like, I don't know. And I'm going, and I don't mind saying, I don't know. And so I was never afraid to ask and just figure things out. So that's the thing. All I can do is the best I can every day. And I have my goals in terms of being competent at things, learning things and understanding things for myself. You know, I've always been very much true to myself. If it's not true for me, it's not true. I'm very much like, hold my own counsel. And no matter what, no matter who, it's like, no, these are the choices that I'm going to make. That I feel in terms of my life, my career. And so that's what I feel like. There's just so many choices in life that have defined who I am.
You know how much I respect you, right?
Thank you.
So I gotta go here though, because when I was watching the movie, I was like, what is this body? What is happening? How ripped is this man? And Tom, you know you gave us a little bit of eye candy in this movie too. You know you did.
You know, it literally, like, how do we create a vulnerability with stuff? Like, even when we're looking at it, I'm going, you know, it's in, was it Rogue Nation, where I'm riding the motorcycle in bare feet. Okay, it's bare feet. And it gives a sense of, a character that gives it a sense of vulnerability. And through motion, and you're looking at like having a fight in that way, or the stuff that we're doing, it just works for the character and it works for the environment. And look, my whole life is, I look at a body kind of like a car.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's, I work 7 days a week. My life has always been, I've lived on movie sets and editing rooms, and that's been my life. And right now I just finished another movie. I have 4 other movies McHugh and I are lining up. Like, this is what we do while we're editing, while we're shooting, we're lining up the next movies. And so for me, it's like brushing my teeth. I have to take care of it. It's like, you gotta brush your teeth, you know? We're all like, oh my God, do I really, like, that minute? It takes a minute to do it, but that's how I have to, that's how I have to train my body, or whatever it takes, whether it's dancing or stunts, and also personally, the things that I like to do in my personal life, flying aerobatic airplanes and jets, and, you know, paragliding or speed flying, jumping off mountains. So that's like, just gotta do it.
Well,
You got to do it.
You definitely did it once
Well,
again.
thank you.
And I have to tell you, this movie, you gave us the action, you gave us the fun, but what I loved about it is you gave the heart in this one too. And I said, Tom Cruise not gonna make me cry in a Mission Impossible movie. He is not gonna make me cry. And you did. You did.
Thank you.
I need you to trust me. One last time.